Kuzlambo and welcome to my YouTube channel Expo Daily. The content of my today's YouTube is on the mathematical lesson of class 10. Today I will be explaining you the concept of changing entire radical into mixed radical. Changing entire radical to mixed radical. So suppose if the given entire radical is square root of 12. The given entire radical is square root of 12. Now I am going to explain you how to change this number 12 into square root of 12 into mixed radical. Number 12, you can write number 12. For this number 12, you need to identify a perfect square number which is less than number 12. The perfect square number less than number 12 are number 9 and number 4. We cannot take number 1. The perfect square number less than number 12 are number 4 and number 9. Now you try to divide number 12 with the given perfect square number. So number 12, if you divide with number 9, you get a decimal number. Number 12, if you divide with number 3, you get number 4. Number 4. If the result is decimal number, you cannot take that number. Suppose number 9 times how much is number 12? So the result here will be decimal number. But if you take number 4 times number 3, it is 12. So you have to take this number now, 4 and number 3. Why we are taking number 4 and 3? Because these two numbers are the special number. Number 4 is a perfect square number. Number 3 is not a perfect square number. When you select a number, when you change this into a mixed radical, you have to choose a number where 1 is a perfect square number and 1 is not a perfect square number. So you can rewrite this as square root of 4 times 3. I'm just breaking the number here. 4 times 3 is how much? It will be 12. Further, you rewrite this as square root of 4 times square root of 3. So what is the square root of 4? It is 2 times root 3. So since 3 is not a perfect square, so you get a square root of 3. And finally, your answer will be 2 root 3. Now this becomes a mixed radical, and this is called entire radical. Now let me give you a second example. Example number B, root 48, square root of 48. Square root of 48, square root of 48 is an entire radical. Now to change this into a mixed radical, you identify a number that is a perfect square number less than number 48. The perfect square number less than 48 are number 36, number 25, number 16, number 9, and number 4. Number 36, 25, 16, number 9, and number 4. These are the perfect square number less than 36, less than 48. So now you have to choose one number where one of the number is a perfect square and one should not be perfect square number. And both the number, when you multiply, both the number should be whole number. Suppose number 36. If you divide 48 by 36, you will not get a whole number. You will get a decimal number, you can take that number. Now 48 divided by 25, you will not get a whole number, you will get a decimal number. You cannot take 36, you cannot take 25, you cannot take 36. 48 divided by 16, the result will be 3. This is a whole number. 9, you result into decimal number. Divided by 4, 48 divided by 4, it will be 12. So meaning 16 times 3 is 48. 4 times 12 is 48. So in this case, you cannot take number 36, 25 and number 9 because we cannot exactly divide number 48 by those numbers because the result will be decimal. So these are the two numbers where you can exactly divide number 14, that is number 16 and number 4. And for this, there are two numbers, number 16 and 3, 14, number 4 and 12, 14. Number 16 is a perfect square number, number 3 is not a perfect square number. Number 4 is a perfect square number, number 2 is a, but 12 is not a perfect square number. You can take both the number to reduce this into a mixed radical, but it will be better if you take a greater perfect square number, because if you take now 4 times 12, further you have to simplify this. So always take a greater perfect square number. Number 16 is a perfect square number, 4 is a perfect square number, but you have to take number 16 because it is greater compared to number 4. So you can rewrite this as square root of 16 times root 3. And further, I can rewrite this as root 16 times root 3. So what is root 16? Root 16 is 4 times root 3. And the mixed radical is 4 root 3. So this is the entire radical, and I change this into a mixed radical. Now if you take number 4 times 12, you can rewrite square root of 48 as square root of 4 times 12. So you can rewrite this as root 4 times root 12. So which is 2 root 12. Number 12. Further you can break this number 12 into two special numbers. We have done in example number 1. We have done, so 2 root 12. I can rewrite this as 2 square root of 4 times 3. And it will be 2 root 4 times root 3. So 2 times 2 root 3. So 4 root 3. So if you go with this 4 times 12, you will get an answer, but there will be more steps. The steps will be lengthy. But if you take a bigger number, you will get a correct answer. So always take a bigger perfect square number. So hope you are clear with the lesson here. If you have any doubt, please comment.